Hey everyone on YouTube, pretty excited today. I'm going to do a new video, something we haven't done yet, celebrating 51 subscribers. I'm hoping to get more. Keep it going. We're going to keep the channel going here. Had a bet with my son to see if we could get to 50 by the end of the weekend. We did. This was from the beginning of the week, so by the weekend we had over 50. Now we could really put the icing on the cake and let's get over 100. Let's really push it. Today we are going to do a product review video, which is why I'm so excited. We're going to do a lot more of these. Ren just got a new pair of pants for hunting. We'll probably wear those out a few times, see how well they hold up, see how much we like them, and then we'll do a review of those. There'll be a lot of golf reviews. We still have the mat, we have the net, we have my putter. So lots of things coming on board there. Today, made a little bit of an idea here. No one had commented, no one had said which one they would rather do, the shoes or the GPS. So I'm gonna go over the GPS, and I'm gonna do a truly honest video. I'm not sponsored by anyone. I paid for these with my own money. So all reviews are gonna be quite honest, what I liked, what I didn't like, how the product worked for me. So we're gonna go ahead and start. So we're doing the Izzo Swami 6000 handheld golf GPS. I have it in yellow, it comes in yellow, it comes in blue. And just for fun, we're gonna go ahead and compare it to some of the features on the Izzo Swami 4000 Plus that I had prior to getting the 6000. What I liked, what I didn't like, pros and cons between the two. The 6000 uses a regular micro USB charger, so it's like most phones other than iPhones. So pretty easy to get a charger to go in there, plus it comes with one. Really nice. Works well. I'm gonna go ahead and fire it up so you guys can kind of see how it looks. Every time you turn it on, it does this loading and it searches for satellites, so that's kind of a downfall, that it goes through that and shows you that before it'll let you get to anything. But all in all, not too bad. It loads pretty quick when you hit play. It searches, it finds it, does this little indication to say you're looking when you hit the play button. So once you hit play, this is what you are going to see. I'll move it a little closer so you can see it there. Searching, and it will keep searching. Really nice big screen that's lit up. I like it a lot. Ironically, my 4000 all of a sudden decided to not turn on. There we go. So screens are, I would say the 6000's a little bigger, a little wider, a little easier to read. So little comparison there. The 4000 has the old mini USB charger. It is covered by a flap though, which the 6000 is not. A little bit more water resistant there. But I find the battery life on the 6000 to be a lot better than the 4000. So the 4000, I was getting a little iffy when I did 18 holes on if it was gonna make it or not all the way through. And if I'm doing tournaments and I'm relying on yardages here, I really don't want it to die. So the 6000, I was doing 3 rounds of 18, still not having to charge. So this one has a really good battery life. Really excited about that part of it. The other thing, this Izzo, I could put a little nub on and then use a belt clip to hold on to it, or I could throw it in my cart, which I've done. The 6000, back here, if you look, this little flat part here is actually a magnet. And I was really excited about having the magnet, and I stuck it right to my golf cart, and I was all excited. I did the push cart the first time, everything was good. I then went and I did 18 holes and I got a riding cart, a gas cart. I put that baby up there, I'm ready, I'm excited, we go. All of a sudden, we got a little rushed. My son got stung by something. We don't know if it was a bee or not, but he got stung. We stopped golfing. We go, I unload all the bags, throw everything in the car, boom, get out of there. Almost all the way home, remember my GPS was stuck. on that golf cart. And I knew how busy the golf course was. I called out there, and it was a good 30-minute drive from my house. It wasn't a close course like normal. And luckily, they sent out the course marshal type guy. He was just going to go check. We knew which cart we were on, so I could give him the number. He went and he actually got it off of it and gave it to us. So I did get it back. I was very pleased with that. But use the magnet. It's really awesome to have it right there. You drive up to your ball, you know exactly how far you need to hit. Beautiful. But don't leave it behind. So, minor glitch, nothing big. I'm going to go ahead and get this past the loading screen here just to do the demo so that I don't have to wait on it. The buttons on the 6000, very pronounced. When you hit them, they click. You can maybe hear that, so you know what you're doing there. The 4000, you really have to push in. The 4000 said that I had full battery, and if you look at it, it's already going down. Now it is older, so the battery's just not as good. 6000 has a 4-cell battery up there. This one only has 3. Does that really make a difference? Not so sure. Front, back, and center on the 4000 are laid out like that. 6000, nice little pretty green picture there with the hole, has the front, back, middle. Nice and easy to read. And what I found with the 6000, you start going to the next hole, it switches holes. It does not stay on the same hole. The 4000, I had to almost walk to the pin. Like, you had to be within so many feet, I think, of the pin before it switched to the next hole. The 6000 switches right away as soon as you start walking away. So it knows you're going to the next hole. Now, with that, there is a caveat that is not necessarily a good thing, because what the 4000 didn't have was a way to keep score. The 6000 allows you to keep score per hole. And it's very simple. You're on your hole, you hit the button once to see the different yardages to any hazards, any layup spots, trees around the bend, sand, water, really nice. You hit it a second time and it lets you put in your score. So now you can see there, I can put in how many shots I took. Works really well, stores the score. I like this a lot, except for when we said that it switches holes really fast. If you start walking to the next hole and you go, oh, I forgot to put in the score for the last hole, the GPS knows and doesn't let you go back to the last hole. It just does not allow it. So that was kind of a pain. I had to wait until I got past the next hole, and then I could go back 2 holes and put in the score. So not something that I would say would make me not buy this GPS, but just something to know. Like, you're on the green, you come off, put your score in right away, then start walking, or it's going to switch holes and you're going to not be able to go back for a couple holes. Minor thing, something that I've learned to live with. Both the 4000 and the 6000 do have that shot distance to the different various hazards, bunkers, water, trees. I find this one to just be that little bit bigger and a little bit bolder on the numbering. I can tell a little difference, so I see this one a little better in the sunlight. But all in all, they both did that part really well. And they both do have, if you get past that, you can measure how far your shot was. So you can hit this, change it to 0, walk to where your ball was, hit it again, and it's going to tell you the distance of your last shot. I've gotten pretty good at not needing to use that. I kind of know my shot distances now, but when I first didn't, this would be really big to be able to tell me how far those shots went on specific clubs to get myself dialed in. So awesome to have that. It's not a launch monitor, but you can go ahead, line up right where you were, hit the button, walk to your ball, and you can see how far you hit that specific club. Maybe it was your drive, maybe it was you hit your 7-iron, you wanted to know how far it went. This will tell you. After you go through your round and you put in all your scores and you're done, you can now say, okay, I'm done for the day. And you have to press down the power button, and then there is a save and exit to save your score, and you can save some scores in here to review them later, or you can discard and exit, or you can cancel and go back to your round. Either way, you still have to exit and then go power off. If you're on the 4,000, you just hold the power button and it takes you right back, and you go to power off because it did not have a scorecard feature. So I really do use the scorecard feature. It helps me tally my score. It tells me how many plus minus I am towards the end of the round. Haven't been minus, that was kind of a joke, but could be during the round where I can see that I am below par. That has happened. And I'm still chasing to hit under 39 for 9 holes, so hoping that this will come true soon to where maybe it could be. And then it just takes you back to your main screen. So a lot of things in here of like play. It's just going to search, it's going to find you your closest golf courses. Haven't had a problem with that, except for when I played the Washera Country Club in Wisconsin here, 18 holes, and all 3 of the 9s popped up, and I didn't know which one to pick because I couldn't read far enough across the screen. Once you started playing though, it figures out that you're really far away from the other holes, and you switch which course you were on. In the settings, you can actually go to score history. That's the top one. And you can actually see that I have actually saved some scores there. So I can go back through and I can hit it and I can see what my scores were on the front, on the back, on all of them. So based on this one, it can tell you exactly what you had shot. That was a demo round, so that one wouldn't count. But here, I go my 1 through 9 score. You can see on there, I shot a 46 that day. I didn't shoot 10 through 18 that day. It was just a 9-hole day. It was most likely league, so it didn't have it in there. Let me go to a different one. And to go back and forth, there's this right button with a dash that'll take you back to the menu. You can then move up and down to the score, push the power button, it gets you in. It's like an enter button basically. This one was the back 9, and I shot a 43 with a par 35. So I can go back through and and it gives you the date of when you shot it too, so you know if you got better. So like this particular one, I can look and I can see that on August 3rd of this year, I played the front 9 and I shot a 40 on a par 37. That's really good for me with my handicap, so that score makes me really happy. If I went to 10 to 18, my score is 0. Once again, it was 9 holes for league, so didn't have it there. But then I can go down to the 10th of August, and that week for league, we didn't play the front 9, we played the back 9, and the back 9, I shot a 44. So overall, for 18 holes, if I was really going to compare and contrast, I shot 40 on the front 9, 44 on the back, I shot 84. So I know exactly where I'm at, how I've been doing. I really do appreciate having these scores. So next week on the front 9, I shot 41. Harder 9, and I'm shooting better. So the system that I use here to just track my scores has been very beneficial. I don't have to try to add it up while I'm going. It's all right here, and it tells me my total. So I really like the score feature. You can go to the scorecard and you can turn it on or off. That's part of the settings. You don't have to use the score, but you can. And then the score display, you can have it do -1, even, +1, you know, that display. Or you can change that display to like a 0, 1, 2. I'm more of the under par, over par, even par category, so that's where I keep mine. Doesn't mean you should have to do that. Shot distance is turned on. You can turn that off if you don't want to do shot distance. You can have it in meter or yards. I'm in Wisconsin, which is in the United States, so we do yards, so I have it set to yards. And there is a time set and a time format. You can set your time. You can have it set to 12-hour, 24-hour military time. Daylight savings time you can turn on, so if you have that on, when daylight savings switches, so will your GPS. If you live in states that don't observe daylight savings, you may not want to have that on. And there is an auto shut off feature, and so you can have that set and have it set to a specific amount of time. I don't have mine on that way. I'm pretty good about turning it off. I have left it on before, got all the way home, and then I was able to still save my score and then turn it off. Battery life so good, didn't make a difference. You have languages of English, French, German, Spanish, what looks to be Chinese. It's symbols. I think that is Chinese. I could be wrong though, because one could be Chinese, one could be Japanese. I don't know because I can't read it. So those are in there, and that is all of them that are available. You have a model info to tell you what it is, how much memory is on it, when it was updated last, all of that good stuff. Izzo is really good, even like the 4000 or the 6000. You can go out to their website and download the most recent versions, so you get the most up-to-date courses. They come preloaded with close to like 40,000 courses. I've not once gone to a course and not had them on here. I have had courses change their layouts and not be updated, but that's more my fault. I didn't realize they had changed and I didn't update. So that is everything in the settings. It's a solid GPS. For the money, I would say buy it. It has changed my scores drastically. It's helped me a lot. I've known what clubs to hit. I know how to lay up, how to go for it, whatever it might be. And this has been a saver for me. This may be the single thing that has caused my handicap to go down. Between these two, I got them both fairly recent. This one I've had for a couple years. This one was this year, and it's paid off tenfold already. So if you were thinking about buying a golf GPS, yeah, there's the Bushnells, there's all sorts of them, handheld ones, there's watches, there's the Samsungs, there's all sorts of things out there. I'm more one person that I just don't like having a watch on my wrist while I'm playing. Could I get used to it? Probably. An S10 and S20, I could probably get used to it. But for the money, this little handheld guy that I can go ahead and just stick on my push cart, and it's a magnet right there, and it tells me exact distances. I don't think I'm getting rid of it anytime soon. It has done wonders. So hope you guys like the review of the Swami Izzo 6000 here. I didn't get the 5000. 5000 I heard has a different proprietary charger, and I don't like that. So I'm very happy with my purchase of the 6000. Not getting rid of the 4000 anytime soon. It's going to go over to Ren. So we'll have both of them out on the course, and we'll do a little side-by-side on which one has the correct distance. But if you're looking to make your game better, look at getting a little handheld GPS. Price point on this is like $150 US. Well worth your money spent. It'll make a big difference, and it'll help you out on the course. If you don't like the yellow, you can get the blue. I actually kind of like the yellow. If I drop it, it's on the grass, I can see this thing a mile away. So I'm hoping I won't lose it anytime soon. I'm very pleased with this purchase. I hope you liked the review. If you did, please make sure you hit the like button, subscribe. I want some more subscribers so that I can keep this thing going. If you have a dream, you make your dream happen, and that is what I'm doing. So you guys have a good day, and go ahead and give Izzo Swami a shot. Thank you.